There was a report just this last week about the drop in English speaking ability of Japanese students. I'm sure you saw this because it is somewhat shocking that of the the test was administered in April by the Japanese government. It was a pretty broad test. Maybe 42,000 students were tested in 500 junior high school and high school schools. They wanted to test what the ability is of reading, writing, speaking in English. They do it across the board. It's math skills too. But one of the alarming things that came out of this survey was that 60% of the people who took the test were unable to answer any question accurately or correctly on the oral component of the test. So that comes out pretty shockingly because it's actually the first time the test was administered since 2019. So we've got the entire COVID period in between there. But it also is based on a test that was revised and administered differently from the 2019 test. So the Japanese government is kind of saying the test results are not really reflective of a decline in the ability of the students for speaking and utilizing English as a second language. But in fact, in across the board, the diminution in performance is somewhat remarkable. The reports on listening comprehension and in speaking fell 18.4 points since the last time it was administered, and 60%, as I said, 60% of the students who took the test got zero. They got no oral and speaking ability test answered correctly. 46% were okay with the reading, listening, and writing part, but that was just a dip of about 10% from the last time the test was administered. Once again, the Japanese government says it's nothing to be alarmed about because the test was tweaked. It is a harder test this time, and maybe the ability or the interest of the students towards external Japan is in fact increasing. Fewer and fewer people are applying for home study throughout the United States or graduate degrees. There's been a big dip there, but hopefully it's been identified as an issue